my channel. So it's been a while to say the least, but hopefully I'm back for a bit more longer than last time. So today what I wanted to do is do a review on the Jaclyn Hill Fall collection. I'm going to try and do a look with every single palette as much as I can. So yeah, so this is the package into the actual vault. It's got the confetti design on the front of it, and then obviously Jaclyn's little blurb or a little thank you note to her subscribers on the back. So in here there's 4 eyeshadow palettes and they're all colour coordinated. So let me just take this out of here. So it's very well packaged because it's got the bubble wrap around it to make sure nothing is damaged. So here is the actual vault. Again, it's got her name and Morphe's name on the front and the back, and these are all the palettes in here, and you can tell which one's which by the colour of the confetti and also the names on there. So I'm going to do a look with the Armed and Gorgeous palette, which is this one. So this is the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and it's got all the oranges, the yellows, and a bit of the greens going through this one. Well, the one green shade. So I'm going to use that one. The other ones that she has is, so let's do them actually. So this one's Ring the Alarm. So this one's more like your typical warm tone colours. So all your browns, your reds, your golds in this one. Like I said, I'll try and do a look with every single one of these palettes, but I thought for today I'll do the Armed and Gorgeous one. So the next one's called Bling Boss, and this one's your more purples, bronzes type of colours. And then the last one that she's got is Dark Magic, and this one's, like it says, Dark Magic, so it's all the dark greens, the blues, the browns, and it's more of a cool toned palette, but I still like it anyway. So there's that one. I've already got my base makeup on. I'll just move that away. I've already got my base makeup on already, and on my eyes, I just dropped my powder. So on my eyes, I've got the Smashbox primer, 24-hour primer. I've not set it, I just let it dry. So as soon as I've got my base makeup on, I'm just gonna put a bit of powder under my eyes. So if there is any fallout or anything, it will be caught. And I have angled it a little bit, so when I do my eyeshadow, I can, I don't go too far. So there's the powder. So let's grab the palette. I'm gonna quickly just wipe my brushes. I've cleaned them, but I used them once yesterday. So I don't really know what kind of look I want to do. I might do a little quick swatch though to show you guys the colours and what they all look like. So we'll do VIP first, which is this a white, a vanilla-y, well, it's not vanilla, it's more like a icy silver colour. So we'll do this one. So there's VIP. I'm not the best swatcher in the world, but that's the... Next we'll do Access, which is a lighter orange, orangey yellow. So this one's a matte, whereas VIP was more of a shimmer. So here's Access. There's that one. Probably use that one as a transition, but it's very pigmented, as you can see. By the way, I've not got any primer on my hand either, so it's just literally going on. Next one is Guilt Trip, which is a gold. This is like one of your true golds, really. So there's Guilt Trip. This one again is a shimmer. There we go. I wipe my finger off each time I'm doing one. So the next one is Coin, and this one is a bright yellow gold. And again, this one is a shimmer as well. So here's Coin. I think this is my favourite colour. And you can see how creamy and pigmented that one is there. Next one is Agent, and this one's like your warm toned orange, and this one is a matte. So Agent, I don't know if I'll have enough space on my arm to do this. But again, there's that one. So it's a bit darker than this one here, which was Access. It's got more of an orangey warm tone to that one. A bit of a brown undertone, I'd say. So the next one, we're now on the bottom row, and this is Top Secret, which is a khaki sort of green colour. And this one is also a matte. So here is that one. There we go. So that one was Top Secret. Next up, we've got Smooth Criminals. This one's like your typical dark brown, or medium brown, because the other brown in this palette is a bit more darker. But this one's more red based, so it's more of a brick red brown. So here's that one. So that one's really nice, it literally blended in really easily. So that one was Smooth Criminal. Next one I've got is Secure, which again is an orange. So it's in between the other two colours, Access and Agent, but this one's more of a bright orange, whereas Access was like a yellow orange, and then Agent was a brown orange. So this was like a proper orange. So there's that one. Stunning. Now next up, I've got Prowl, and this is the darkest colour in the palette. This is the darkest brown in the palette. So compared to Smooth Criminal, this one is more of your true dark brown, whereas Smooth Criminal is a yellow red brick brown. Oh, do you see that one? That one just literally glided on. So there's that one. And then the last colour is Classified, and this is the only shimmer in the palette. This one I'd say is like an old like 2-penny coin kind of colour. This one's actually a bit drier than the other three shimmers actually. So maybe you'd need to wet the brush to get anything, but we'll see how it swatches with a finger swatch. Still looks nice, it's still got that high shine, but it's not as shiny as these two here, which is Coin and Guilt Trip. That one's still shiny, but it's really light. That's probably why you can see a lot more of my skin tone. So these are all the shades in the palette. So now, there's a van just literally pulled up outside my window, and the driver just literally looks straight at me. So, what we're gonna do, I don't really know what kind of look I want to go for, but I'm really feeling like these shades here, like the last 5, or the last bottom row really. So I might do a look with those. I quite like that green colour that's in the palette. First colour I'm going to go in with, I think from looking at this, is Secure. So it's that medium toned orange shade, and I'm taking my Morphe M513 brush. So I just want to show you by dipping this into the palette. Where are we? Here. So you can see a bit of fallout, but there isn't a lot. But like I said, I've put powder on the bottom of my eyes, just so if we do get anything, then it'll be caught and I can just flick it away. So what I'm going to do first is just pat this in to my crease like this, just patting it in, coming all the way. So I'm not going to go so far here, so I'm going to stop about there. So I'm patting it in, just picked a bit more up, and then when I've got a bit left, or I've got enough product on my eyes, I'm going to start blending it. So first I'm going to do a swiping motion, and then on the outer corner I'm going to do little circular brush strokes. So already I can tell it's blending in quite nicely. You can see it right there. And if I feel I've lost any of that colour, I'll go back into the palette a bit more and just pick some more up. So when there's less product on my brush, I'm going to slowly bring that in towards the inner corner of my eye, but not too much either. I don't know what kind of eye look I want to do. So again, doing little circular motions straight into the crease towards the inner corner of the eye. And already I'm very happy with how this looks. I'm just lightly going to just brush over where we are here, so where the colour finishes, just to make sure everything's fully blended. I'm just going to do the other eye, again patting in that colour. I feel hot already. I've shut the windows because at this time of the day a lot of cars go past my house and I didn't want that to be in the audio. And this ring light is really warm, so I might look extra bluey. Again, doing circular motions, just little circles. So my brush is literally in the crease of my eye and I'm just wiggling it. That's all I'm doing. I'm not going around in big circles. I'm just wiggling the brush. Again, if I need more product, I go back into the palette. I'm trying to make sure that a lot of the blend is perfect on the outer corner of my eye. I do go backwards and forwards with blending each eye. Like I don't completely finish with one and, you know, go on to the next step. You see, when I normally do my makeup, I always listen to some music, and obviously I can't. I always don't like blending on this eye, my left eye. I just feel like that's a bad eye, whereas my right one is my good eye. Like everything blends quicker, it looks better on that eye. And then on this left one, it's just the bad eye. So now that I've got that down, I'm now going to go into a even smaller brush. So again, I'm just wiping this off. So again, this is the Morphe M433. So it's a bit more smaller to the other one. So here is the fallout so far. I mean, it's not a, oh we go, where are we? So here's the fallout. It's not a lot, as expected, but I can't see any under my eyes, so that's good. And I didn't take my brushes off either. So the next colour I'm going to go into is Smooth Criminal, which is that one there, so the deepest, no, the middle brown colour. And I'm going to pick that up and just literally look back and place this right into the crease and just wiggle that brush right there. And what this will do is give a bit of dimension to my eye. So already you can already see that this one's got a bit more dimension compared to this one. So you just literally wiggling that brush backwards and forwards and letting the bristles really do the blending for you. So I've not picked up any extra colour because it is quite a dark colour, this one. All I'm doing is just literally placing that. I just dipped into the darkest brown. Let's wipe that off, shall we? So I'm going in again, just a little bit. And again, tilting my head back so I can see my eyelid space. And just wiggling it backwards and forwards. And then when I feel that there isn't a lot of product on my brush, I can then bring it towards the inner corner of the eye. I want majority of the colour and the darkness to be on the outer corner, so my eye looks a bit more wide and open. Eyes, I think they're like an almond shape, so I want to make them rounder and bigger at the end. Colours blended in really nicely together. I've not picked up my previous brush and I'm actually really happy with the blend of that. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. So again, tilt your head back and just wiggle the brush. I'm actually holding my brush like at the tip as well, so it's less pressure on the brush and you're not depositing all that colour in one place. Like so. And then once I need a bit more, I go back in a little bit more. Like I said, because it's a dark colour, you don't want to pile that colour all on at once, because if you do, then it's harder to blend really, and you'll be here for quite a while. And this is my not so good eye. So again, once there's less product on that brush, I'm bringing that in towards the inner corner of my eye, and it's just going to frame the eye a bit more. I think I might need to bring my first brush into this eye though. Like I said, it's not my favourite. I'm going to bring my previous brush and just lightly go over the blend, just to make sure it's blended. I'm just going to put a bit more on this outer corner. Show you again what the fallout was on that colour, but again I can't notice much fallout on my actual face, so just quickly blend this one. Again, not a lot of fallout, there's a bit, not too much. So the next colour I'm going to go in for, I think, is Top Secret, because I really like how that colour looks. I'm not quite sure how I want to use it. I don't know whether to put it on my lid and then bring some of that metallic colour into it somehow. We'll go for it anyway. So I don't know what brush this is. It's just a flat, dense brush. So I'm going to pick up that Top Secret, which is that khaki green colour, and just pat this onto my eye, like that. So all I'm doing is applying this to the lid and kind of stopping where the brown colour is. And I'm not covering the whole eye either, because like I said, I want to bring some light in with the more metallic shimmery colours. So I'm just applying that. I think it looks quite nice actually. So you see, this palette reminds me a lot of autumn. It's a very autumnal palette. So once I've got everything on there, I'm just going to blend a little and then go back to my M433 brush where I use that brown colour, pick some of that up and just blend those edges, just very lightly. All I'm doing is just blending the edges of that, and as you can see, I've left 1/3 of my eye completely free without any colour. I don't know why, but I've got this palette right in front of me and I'm not even using the mirror in it. So once I've got that blend, I'm going to go back in to that Top Secret colour because I feel like it's kind of lost its way. Put it back on. And then I'll just blend one more time. Actually, I don't think I need to blend one more time. Like, it looks pretty blended to me. I'll probably put a bit more, like, just on the outer corner. So with that colour, there was a bit of fallout on my face, as you can see. Only a little, but thank God I've got that powder at the bottom. The metallic shade, I'm going to pick up this flat, a completely flat brush. Focus. There we go. And I'm thinking of using the coin colour, which is the brightest orange, brightest yellow gold in the palette. I'm going to go in with the brush first, see how that applies. If it don't apply so well, then I'll go in with some setting spray. So I'm going to apply this. Do you see that? I don't need setting spray. So I'm just going to apply this on the inner corner and the first third of my eye, and then I'll blend it in a bit. Go in with that green eyeshadow brush that I had, and I'm not really blending it in, I'm literally tapping it in to there because I don't want the coin colour to fade. I'm literally tapping where those two colours meet. I'm picking a little bit of that colour up just to help it a little. I'm really happy with that. It literally looks so good. I'm going to pick up where I use that dark brown brush and just blend over the top. So far, this is the eye look. Now for the brow bone, I'm going to go into my Makeup Revolution's Pro HD Powdered Contour Palette and just pick up the more yellowy shade in here and just literally put some powder in there just to bring some lightness back, because there isn't really a matte vanilla colour that I can use from the Armed and Gorgeous palette. And then once I've got that down, I'm going to pick up the bigger fluffy brush that I used, the Secure colour, and just lightly blend over where those two meet each other. This is the eye look so far. I really like it. My camera got a bit too hot, so I had to turn it off. So while you've been away, all I've done is just touch up a bit more with the green colour, the Top Secret one, and then just lined my waterline and my lash line with eyeliner. So now we're going to do the lower lash line. So for this one, I think I want to use the Top Secret colour. So again, that green, that one there. So use this colour for the lower lash line. So, because I've taken that powder off now, I need to make sure I'm tapping off any excess. And just go in straight under the lash line. And I think I've just got some there. Let me just grab more. There we go. Right. So again, just tap it off. And blend the lower lash line with it. I just put myself in the eyeball. Now I'm not going all the way in to the inner corner of my eye. So I'm going to use another shimmer there. This brush, by the way, I don't know what the name is. It's one of the Real Technique eye ones. I think it's a small shade brush. I think that's what it's called. But I've had mine for quite a while. That thing is actually faded. So you just want to blend this up to the opacity that you're happy with. And when you are blending it, just make sure that you are blending the outer corner up with the top. Because obviously we had the powder there before. So I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to go in with that Smooth Criminal colour, that brown colour again, and pick a bit of that up on the same brush. And this is just going to go onto the outer corner of our eye. So you know how we mentioned by putting the darker colour on the outer corner gives you a bit of depth to your eyes and a bit more dimension. So we're doing the same thing for here. So again, what this will do is make your eyes look bigger and wider at the ends rather than putting it at the front. So at the front you want to put where light would hit it the most. So your shimmery, lighter, metallic colours. So again, blend that in to how you're happy with. Again, I'm just picking up a little bit of colour at a time and then applying it onto my eyelid. And then if I want a bit more, I'll go in and add a bit more. So there's that colour there. So for the inner corner of my eye, I tend to do this after I've done my eyelashes, because sometimes you might get it on your eyes while you're doing all of that. So I don't know whether I want to go with the VIP colour or that colour there, the guilty colour, guilt strip rather. Let's look at our swatch that we've got on our hand. I might do a mixture of both actually. So I'm going to pick up the brush that I used to apply coin on the front part of my eye and just go in between those two shades and apply that in the inner corner and a bit on the lower lash line. Again, same for the other eye. So again, what this will do is bring light to your eye. I think there's a bit much of the VIP colour, so I'm just going to put a bit more of the gilt strip on there. I'm quite a perfectionist with inner corner highlighting. I always put it on, and I can be here for like at least a minute or two just doing this bit because I love it. I think it just pulls a look in together. So there, as you can see. So what I'm going to do now is just quickly apply some mascara onto my lower and bottom lashes. Actually, before I do that, let's put some colour on the brow bone. So I'm going to go in with just the gilt strip for this one and put that straight where my arch is there, like that. Looks a bit crazy because I've not blended it, but I will. Like that. So I'm going to go in with the brush that I use from my my Makeup Revolution contour palette to just brighten it under there. And there's no product on this, it's just literally the brush. And I'm just going to blend that there. So what this will do is make the brow bone look a bit more arched and a bit more prominent than before. And to be honest, I think when I do this, it actually helps to make my brows to look more more cleaner. So again, with the bigger brush that we use for Secure, I'm taking that again just to blend that highlight colour there, and as you can see, it gives that nice little sheen there. So like I said, I'm just going to apply some mascara and then a lip, and then I'll show you the full final product. So guys, this is the final look of my makeup. So for my lips, what I used is Barry M's lip liner. It's like a dark brown colour, this one. And then I used Jeffree Star's Leo liquid lipstick. So this is the final result of the makeup. So again, here is the eyes. I'll bring in a bit closer. So you can see the metallic colours are very bright, especially the ones that I've used, especially the golden coin colour. I do want to say that the mattes blended in really nicely as well. Like, I'm really impressed. Normally the metallics are the more better colours in a palette, but for this one I thought the mattes were really good. They all blended nicely with each other. It didn't take me that long to blend the shadows in, except for this eye, because you know what I said, that one's my bad eye. I pretty much used a lot of the shades in this palette. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades out of 10 shades in here. So a lot of them I've used. It's a really good palette. Again, here is the Armed and Gorgeous. You get a little mirror with it as well. It's a really good palette, and it's quite slim too. It's not too thick and bulky. So all in all, I think this palette was really good. I don't think there is any issues with the shades or anything like that. They're very good, and like I said, they blended really well. I got the Vault collection from Morphe's website. So again, you get the 4 palettes and the little package as well. And I think it was £49. So individually, the palettes cost you £15. So I think that'll be £60 altogether that you'd pay if you bought them separately. So you do get a bit of a discount when you do buy the Vault collection instead. I will do another look with the other 3 palettes. I'm not sure which one. I might do the purple one, the Bling Boss one. So I'll just show you that palette again. Do this one next. Oh, it's gone a bit dark. So I'll do that one next for the next video. If you've got any suggestions of what kind of look you want me to do, then by all means do put them in the comments or down below. I really hope that you've enjoyed watching this video. I know it's been quite some time since I last did a video, but hopefully I should be back for a bit longer than last time. If you've enjoyed it, then please give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel as well, because that would really help me to try and grow a bit more. I'll see you next time, so thanks guys, see you later, bye.